I just showed you the videos from the body cameras of police who killed Stephon Clark in Sacramento just a few days ago, and also Alton Sterling, 2 black men. Stephon Clark was 22, he was unarmed, he was in his grandmother's backyard. So somebody called the police saying he was in somebody else's yard breaking in, something like that, and then the police just stormed in, shot him 20 times. Claimed he was charging at them with a gun, but turned out he had a cell phone and he wasn't charging at them. They didn't identify themselves. Somehow he got shot and spun around. They shot him in the back 6 or 7 times. And then Alton Sterling, you saw, the police were called because somebody said he was waving a gun or brandished a gun, and he was in the parking lot of a convenience store where he was allowed to sell CDs. And the police tased him, dragged him to the ground, and shot him and killed him. Body camera just came out, and there's going to be no charges for the officers.
Why not?
The bottom line is prosecutors, courts, judges, other police, they protect each other and they protect the police, even when the use of force was totally unnecessary. And they're not going to, when it's not even clear whether a proper investigation was done, and it definitely wasn't transparent.
Well, I know I understand the police keep us safe. We have to have them. But this is totally unorthodox. What the heck was that all about? To kill somebody just like that? For what? I mean, they say the guy was arrested. So what if he was arrested before?
Right. People in the comments, is what I was telling my mom, were saying, well, look at it this way. Stephon Clark had many chances in life. He was arrested before. He had all these problems. And so, but all that it amounts to...
22, 23 years, so okay.
All it amounts to is, it's like they're saying the police should be execution squads taking out black people like they're bugs, if they're undesirable. That's what it comes down to. You can look at each individual point, and people are saying, well, police profile black men because they commit more crime, or they don't know the situation, you should comply with the police. Each point doesn't really hold up for a lot of reasons, and ultimately it comes down to a lot of people's attitudes towards black people and the images they see on TV of black people and assume, oh, they're angry, they're dangerous, they're violent. The police have to tame them like wild animals. Trump talks about them like we have to bring in the federal government, the military into Chicago, the National Guard to control the streets. And people buy into it, and I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like
it was totally lost. Oh,
but you saw the way the police went into Stephon Clark's backyard. They acted like they were hunting a wild animal.
But how
they didn't even say they were police.
They're not going to be charged, but how can they live with themselves?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because even if I kill a dog, I won't be able to live with myself. You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, a human being.
Yeah.
I mean, these people, they have to live with this pain forever. Ah, what a catastrophe. This is catastrophe. Like I said, I do understand they have to keep us safe, but this, it was totally unnecessary.
Well,
this shouldn't even happen. You see someone and standing in the backyard, if I'm in my backyard doing something, you're gonna have to come and kill me? This is terrible. Oh, I don't know. This is very painful.
Yeah, and I've seen the police treat people way more reasonably. Even the police have to chase someone down. I've personally either been in the area, seen it, had to testify in a case, you know, or give any kind of testimony. But you're not letting me finish.
Okay.
What do you mean you understand that? Okay. I didn't even tell the story. Where am I headed with this?
Sorry.
But the police were able to use restraint, use a minimum of force, and understand that there's a continuum of force, and you should always have give the option of de-escalating. Meaning, if a guy comes at you, you know, ready to push you, you don't immediately prepare to kill them. You try and restrain them if possible. You try, you know, give them commands, you give them, you know, let them know they have the option of stopping now.
Right.
And they didn't give Stephon Clark any option. They went in there yelling, "Show me your hands." He didn't know who they were. They didn't announce they were police. They didn't say, "Hello, it's police. We're just coming to, you know, ask a few questions. Just want to make sure things are all right," and then ask questions from there. They went and said, "Gun, gun, gun," and shot him. And then they claimed he was coming at them, that he was getting ready to attack them.
What mean gun, gun, gun?
He saw a gun. He said the cop thought he saw a gun, but he was holding an iPhone.
Good God.
And then people swarmed the comments defending it, like, well, it's just that's the price you pay for what? It amounts to the price you pay for not being white, for a justice system that involves locking tons of people up, not seeing the humanity of non-white people in particular, and poor people, acting like, well, if you're not a good person, you're undesirable, so the police can shoot you, kill you, and like you don't never deserve a chance to live again, to rehabilitate yourself, even if that was the issue. Police didn't even ask questions. And then you saw Alton Sterling too. Cop was going in like a wild man, like a gang member, saying, "I'll hold still or I'll shoot your ass," and holding a gun to his head. That is totally unacceptable.
And why they shot him in the end? Why?
I mean, they claimed he was reaching for his gun. And
how can they prove that?
I don't know. They definitely didn't approach the situation, right?
Just prove it then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, this is disaster. Oh my God, these poor kids.
And people commenting and saying, yeah, that like if you don't support this, you know, you hate the police or whatever. You definitely don't understand what good police work is, because you're supposed to approach people, if at all possible, like a concerned citizen. Ask questions first.
I do support the police. I said
no, but people, it's a way of saying something else.
Police individuals, they do that.
It's a way of saying something else, which is.
We didn't have the police. We won't be like a zoo.
But they're really what they're really saying is the experiences of black people and minorities don't matter, and that the police should be able to dispatch and execute people whenever they deem fit. And if you don't say that, oh, I listen to the radio shows like Red Eye Radio. You know, they're conservatives. I think it's Gary McNamara and Eric Harley. They go screaming like, this is cop hatred. This is, you all hate cops. They act like protesters. Like if you say the police shouldn't be able to kill black people like bugs or anybody, because they kill white people too. They act like you're saying, oh, you don't think the police should be able to protect themselves and their families? You personally believe that every cop's family should be killed in front of them if you protest. They act like everybody just wants to defend criminals and everybody else is insane.
No.
They buy into this image on TV of black people they're more dangerous, and the police are authorities that you must respect. Stephon Clark didn't even have a chance to respect them. They went in yelling and fired.
Hold on a second.
Oh my goodness. Point is,
wait a minute. Let's make something clear here.
It's a problem with people's attitudes, their overall views.
We're talking about human being lost their life, and if you lose your life, you can never get it back. It doesn't matter. So what? What black minorities? They're human. We all human beings. We all have the same nose, same eyes, the arms and legs, and we are human beings. What we're talking about here is, I mean, I do respect, I love the police force because, like I said, they keep us safe, but certain individuals who go out and kill somebody like that, like it's what do you call them, some kind of ants, you crush the ant so it didn't come to your house, and oh my God, how are they gonna live with it? But how this police who killed these two guys, they're gonna live the rest of their lives just like nothing happened.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Oh my God, this is painful, Angelo. I just can't.
People who view, and police who view their job as necessary to believe that killing someone is like a first response to a given situation or shooting them. When we should have the mentality of it should be the last resort. There should be continuum of force. There's so many things with the mindset that's wrong. Think about it. They said Stephon Clark charged at them. Why, if they believe they were justified, why would they make that up? And then Alton Sterling, no charges were filed against the police.
He was in his grandmother's yard. Go close, check what it is, and they have experience. They know who's armed and who's not.
Well, they don't know that. But
well, okay, they don't know that, but still, if you see somebody casually like that,
they act like basically anytime, anywhere, the police can have a reason ready to go to kill someone because, hey, they don't know if you're a threat or not, and that's just the price we pay. They act like there's no alternative to that, where you can have better policing. You can have police without guns. They do that in England, where most of the police don't have weapons. They don't have guns.
Yeah, yeah.
There are certain police that do have weapons in case they need, but in most of England, gun ownership is very limited. They're not worried about many people having guns. So that's another issue of people's mindset and mentality about killing, and they act like it's in a movie where you just do it to eliminate a problem. And then heard the other day that police killed somebody in New York, a mentally ill man, a 34-year-old black man who had bipolar disorder, because he had a pipe. He was holding a pipe in his hand. They thought it was a gun, and they shot him.
Well, I gotta say, may God bless these families and give them peace, or to get to some kind of routine, normal life, which is never gonna be normal.
Yeah.
But it's just very painful, and I mean, just seeing the grandmother crying like that, and the other
That's totally normal response. That's exactly what anybody goes through.
The other guy, what's
his brother?
Sterling?
Oh, Alton Sterling.
Alton Sterling, just to see him going, I don't know. Oof, it's very painful, very painful, very painful. It's a catastrophe. That's for the families. It's catastrophe. They're never gonna be like that. They're gonna be the same.
I encourage people.
It's just so painful. I know I have a we lost family members. It's never gonna be the same. My sister is destroyed completely.
I encourage people to look up, read the stories about what people who go through police harassment and police killings have to deal with, and then look at how lopsided the response is of people who say, well, the police have a reason ready to go to kill anybody, you have to comply with the police, even when it wasn't even an option. For Stephon Clark, they were ready to shoot him within a couple seconds. So anyways, it's a lot of people's attitudes that are just,
oh my God,
all right to me. And hey, I used to buy into that police authority attitude too, because that was the images I saw on TV of, well, the police are righteous. If they tell you to do something, you do it. And if they, if someone's out of line or whatever, if they kill them, that's just the price you pay. I didn't think about like it's real life where you never want to do that. And especially now seeing real life cases more close, understanding that you have to be respectful of people. Even, like every suspect, you have to show respect to. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh my God, it's just so painful. And especially to witness something like that.
Yeah, the grandma was there. Remember, the grandma was in the house. She said she heard the shots.
I'll be dead. And even if with a Sterling guy, nobody was there, you see it in the video, I would die. Oh my God. Oh,
yeah, it
God
makes me sad to think.
God bless the families and give. Hope they get some kind of peace and some kind of life, so they can go on.
Yeah. It makes me sad to think.
They're never going to get over it. They're never going to heal. But at least they can go on and raise the children. And I don't know what to say. God bless them.